Alright guys, welcome back. So what we'll be doing now is we're going to go back in time about 20 years. And I'll show you how to do it. So do the Wayback Machine. Click the top link here. Now I'll show you what happens if you just type it in this stupid browse history search bar. It doesn't work and I'll show you why. So if you click that, it just takes you to this stupid thing that you get a lot of and it doesn't do anything. You can't go anywhere from here. So just don't use the main search bar. What we're going to do is click the first Yahoo link that's floating by here. And this one's pretty neat. It takes you to the most basic Yahoo site as of December 20th. It looks like 1996. So this is what Yahoo did look like, and I remember it from that time period. Now, one way to do this is I use this search bar a lot, but for our purposes, and I'll show you why we're going to use a different way. Oops. Charmander. Alright. So if you use that, what it does for some reason is it does take you back, but the furthest this one will go is August of 2015. And this capture right here is from about this time last year, so one of the most recent ones. But yeah, obviously here it is, just like in the last video, this is the most recent one. It's got the Kiwi IRC here, and you can type your name in. Mine was Bullet. And that's not the name I use now. The name I use now is the Guardian. And yeah, this is just the most recent one, which we showed in the last video. You can't obviously click the links or anything, so that's why we're not going to use the main one. But it does have 19 captures going back to 2015, and that's about the time this Soul Power Dark Mist kind of thing was in full force. Now it's just a ghost town. So we'll go back. Now what we're going to do to trick it is we're going to actually use this Yahoo search engine. So this is probably how a lot of you, myself included, stumbled upon this, because we did this. And you can actually use it to search. Alright, so we got the matches. So I've checked out all these sites, and you can do that just by doing what I just did there. And they're pretty cool. They're all very similar GeoCities sites. They got the animated GIFs, they got the sparkly backgrounds, stuff like that. But it's all just fan sites, and they probably all use Multicity or Parachat. So yeah, check them out on your own time. I checked a lot of them, if not all of them, out at work, and it's pretty good time. But what we're going to be going to obviously is this main one here. Now, if the nostalgia's not hitting you hard, it will be in a minute. So here it is. This is from November 26th, 1999. And it already looks very different, you can see. Now, I don't have my Java settings the way they should be on this computer. You got to tinker with them to actually see the picture of Multicity, because it's always used Java on this. So, I mean, if you want to tinker around with that and download older versions and all that garbage, you can do that, and you can actually type in your name in this Multicity window, see the chat list and everything, and it's really cool. I did that at work, but I forget how I did that. So, unfortunately, we can't see what the Multicity looks like before it switched to Parachat. But yeah, you can already notice the differences on this. So it says the Pokemon Chat #1. If you want to go to a more peaceful environment, click the link below to the box to go to Charmander31's Pokemon Chat Room #2. Now, I don't remember if that was actually more peaceful. I did spend some time in there, but it doesn't matter what chat room you were in November of 1999. None of them were peaceful ever. And if they were, it was at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And this is one thing I notice that it hasn't been updated, within the last 15 years, is that the same excuse, hi, sorry about not posting anything for a while. Since school is over, I will update the page frequently now. Which, to his defense, Justin did, but he was never in the chat with the little C and nothing like that. He came here like once every couple of weeks or couple of months around this time, if that. But he did actually update it. And then that little subtle detail from the first video, this one says Charmander31 at zoommail.com. Zoommail has not been a thing for a very, very, very long time. So he did actually update that. He kept the same information in this little paragraph here. You got the same information, signed the guest book. We're going to check that out in the next video. That's a good time. Now, I've only seen about maybe 40% of what the Wayback Machine has to offer for this. We'll go through it pretty much to 100% capacity on that, but some of the stuff is going to be new to me as well, so we'll just go through it together on that. Now, you could check it out on your own time if you want to, navigate wherever you want to go. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when you're on this one here, aside from if you have Java set up properly, you see the multi-city chat there. All these buttons are now clickable. You can actually click and see what they all do. And of course, the GeoCities, they have the site counter there. You can actually see how many people at whatever time had visited the site at that time of whatever it says here in the capture. So we'll click a couple of those links. First one being this, your link to Pokemon. And of course, another site counter here because every site has to have a counter on every page to know how many people have visited that page, and they want you to know that too. This one is not accurate, or it might have been accurate. Maybe this was from when he set it up the first time. I don't know. So here it is. You can either search in the snap box or go to any of the web rings listed below. If you have any questions, comments about any of the web pages I've made, email me at zoommail, that goes nowhere, or just want to say hi to me. I will be happy to answer anything that may not be working properly with this page. Thank you for visiting the site and come back soon. So I guess you type in what you want there. And I don't know if it'll search. No, it doesn't search. So it just goes to this. So if you see something like this, this just means there's nothing there. You can't click it. It won't take you anywhere. It's a failure. So we just go back. So I guess back in the day you could, search things among those sites or whatever with this. I don't know how these snap boxes or whatever worked back in the day. I never used it. I just came here to chat, man. But another thing you'll notice is that it now says February 29th of 2000, so we're a couple months in the future. So these captures are from different time periods, but they all basically went to the same place. And we've got the classic non-skinny Pikachu here. Hottest top 10 Pokemon sites. Vote for me. The Pokemon web ring. This site is owned by Justin. And that's how we know his name. That name is everywhere. That is Charmander31. We got Officer Jenny here. Join the Pikachu post today and find out more. Pokemon Addicts web ring, Justin, Addicts web ring, and just all this stuff. I mean, you can click it all, but it probably doesn't really go anywhere because there's only 10 captures. So this is what happened when I clicked the Justin link. It just took me to MSN Hotmail. So I think that was just how you email him through Zoom mail or something like that. When you get this page, it just redirects you to a different archive. Alright, so that was the link to Pokemon. So just for time constraints, I'm just going to make a couple more videos. Click on this stuff, see what they do. So you can check it out on your own or just watch the next video to see what all this stuff does.